anyway. And while we're at it, might as well add a relief piece, because why not? Goodbye, Belkin. We really don't care about you. Now we'll say good. See you later, Maxwell. Time to play. Pena is going down to AAA. Alonzi. There we go. That's done and dust. Now our bullpen is not entirely terrible now. Okay, it's a little better with column A, but do you really expect us to go and add like a 90 overall just willy-nilly? No. Let's be a little reasonable here. To fill the gap, we will just simply send some guys up and then put some guy in high A, because who really cares about high A? There's Lewis. He's going up to AAA now. And now we got Clinton going up to AA. Not Hillary, obviously, but a different Clinton, perhaps. Now we're going to the free agents to see what we can get. Could have Brian Falkenborg, who's not terrible he's good enough for minors. Masney, Cabrera, Amberix Burgos, who's rated at 67, even though he hasn't played in a year. According to this game, anyways. But more like 10 years now, so. Castro, whoever the heck that is. Borowski. Kind of like Brett, I guess. But Tobin Heem, whoever that is. Chris Larson. Justin Woten, whoever that is. Maroth, whoever that is. And Captain Implosion himself, Eric Gajan. He used to be really good with the Dodgers, honestly. 3 years of just Cy Young contending as a reliever of all things. That's pretty incredible. Well, we're not talking about Terry Hawken. We don't want him. Carrara, Munter. This guy named Ray King used to be good as a loogie with the Braves and Cardinals, but he don't matter now. Matt Wise. Would not be a wise thing to do to sign him, let's put it that way. Especially nearly $1 million. Rincon, another former really successful loogie. Hurd. I've never heard of Hurd. I don't know if you have. Let me know in the comments if you have. Care? I don't care about you. Grom. Oh, I had that type of crackers, man. England. Who cares? Flores. Could get Ayala. Because, why not? He's cheap. Cheap considering what he's rated at. And the fact that he's better than Colome. You could get Adrian Housen, who's really more of a closer. And way overpriced at $7 million. Or you could get Cordero, who's rated at an 80. And is rated as a setup, even though he's closer. $5 million for an 80. In this game, you take it. Or Cruz, who's a 79, 1.55 mil, and is very good. Other guys too. So that's probably gonna go with Juan Cruz. Cheaper and better. Actually, not better. We'll go with Cordero. We'll definitely go with Cordero. We won't go with Cruz. And just after we brought Colome back up to big leagues, we're sending him back down. And sending some other guys down for Cordero. A nuclear reliever. We want him. We'll begin with send him to AA because why not? For terrible Bart. He's definitely not Bartolo Colon, if you know what I mean. His pitching performance reeks of farts. Not Cordero's, obviously. Fordyce, definitely. So, tough decision between Lewis or Wendell. But we could use Wendell in AAA, AA. Definitely AA. And now we have Cordero here in AAA. We're sending him up to the big leagues now. He's going to be our setup guy. Because we got nasty Joel Hanrahan, 81 overall. Not that nasty, but good enough to close. Here we go. It's much better in AA now. Much better in high A. Actually, not better because Fordyce is garbage. Should really release him. And Colome's back in his closer seat. For AAA, he deserves to be in closer. And Shell is getting expelled from his setup role. Having Cordero and Hanrahan is pretty nice. I don't know about you, man. But I'd want Cordero and Hanrahan back-to-back in my bullpen in 09. That is, and obviously, without knowing any hindsight, of course, because Cordero never come back, which is rather sad. Now he's like 30-something? Yeah, so he could come back if he really wanted to, but it's rather sad. Here's what happened. It makes it a little better with a little bit better pitching and a little bit better bullpen, but we'll take that. So we have Flores here, who's a non-terrible catcher. You'd probably be able to tolerate that from catcher position. Even now, that's 698 OPS is tolerable for a catcher. Obviously, you'd want better, but you could deal with it if he was a good enough defender. Let's send down Flores for some catcher. Get rid of Montz. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. Nothing else needs to be said. Yuck. For catchers, you literally have two options. Neither of them particularly good. Or particularly cheap. Let's say that. Because you could have Ivan Rodriguez at $10 million for 73 overall. I don't think so. $7 million for a 72 overall catcher. Yuck. Granted, Varitek was a heck of a defender. And is probably underrated here. Let's put it that way. do seem to underrate catchers, and there's certain other positions where they underrate players. And underrate Ivan Rodriguez because, you know. The way his fielding attributes shows more of mid-70s, along with the fact that he can actually hit somewhat. Depends on what you call like around a 700 OPS, which is good for a catcher. I have Varitek, who is normally 700 to 800 OPS guy, but also that year he had a down year at 672 OPS, which was pretty bad. But gotta be honest, he was 35 years old. It's not as if he was a spring chicken then. Still isn't a spring chicken, but then again he's retired, so. With this game, the franchise is only one season, so pretty much just go crazy and try and get a lot of money so that you can make the best big league team you can and rush for the postseason. That's pretty much all it is. One season simulator. So, go big or go home, and we gotta go with Ivan Rodriguez then. This is the last big one, hopefully. I'm just looking because why not? Shame they give Corey Castro like no power, because in the other game it had that like C rating power, which is like 50 something, mid 50s to like 60. So that kind of sucks. Well, we have less garbage, so, and more garbage in high A, but we don't really need Anderson Hernandez here, so let's send him down, because don't need him. We have Orr and whatever Orr is. Not much of anything. They really butcher him in it for having like no power. Probably has more power than a 12 overall rating, let's be honest. They're really brutal if you have like no power. Or if you have like zero contact capability whatsoever. That's what we'll do. We'll send Nieves to the bullpen. Bench. Get rid of Todd. Get the hell out. Just out of here. Just goodbye. Won't miss you.